It was supposed to be a chill weekend. Just me and my bike, heading out with no plan, riding back roads, crashing at whatever cheap inn I found, seeing where the days took me. By day 2, I was deep in the woods, pines closing in on both sides, barely even a road anymore. No traffic, no people, just the engine and the wind. And honestly, it was perfect. Then I saw it, this narrow dirt trail going into the woods. It was almost hidden, like no one had been there in years. And there was this old stone shrine right at the beginning of the trail, covered in moss and falling apart. There was some wooden carving inside, but the face was so worn down it was basically gone. No signs or name, just trees and this path. I don't know why, but I stopped, and for some reason, that just made me want to see where it led. So I turned the bars and took it. At first, the trail was easy, just dirt and some loose gravel, but then it started getting rough. The turns got tighter and bumps started kicking up everywhere. I was loving it. This was exactly what I wanted. I sped up without even thinking, just flying through the trees and bouncing all over the place. And yeah, I let myself get a little carried away. Then the front wheel slammed into something, some rock buried in the path. The handlebars kicked hard and I went down, hard. The engine coughed once and died. I sat up. My knee was throbbing and the glove was ripped, but it wasn't too bad. I tried to start the bike, nothing. Tried again, still dead. I figured, all right, not great, but whatever. I hadn't gone that far. I'd just walk the bike back, get to the road, flag someone down. Annoying? Sure, but not a big deal. I got the bike up, turned it around, and started walking. I kept thinking I'd see that shrine any second, but the trail just kept going. I tried to remember how far I'd ridden. 10 minutes, 15, no way it was this far. I stopped and pulled out my phone, but of course no signal. Map wouldn't load. I turned around, went back the other way, thinking maybe I missed a turn. But nope, nothing looked right. And now it was getting dark. I switched on my flashlight and kept going. Everything was starting to hurt, from the fall and from pushing the damn bike. And I was getting pissed. Like, what am I even doing out here? I should have been at some cozy inn by now, having a drink, not dragging a dead bike through the middle of nowhere. Then suddenly, the trail opened up, and I walked into what looked like an abandoned village. Old wooden houses in a tight little clearing. Some were caved in, others just barely holding together. I let the bike drop and just stood there, looking around with my light. The ground was uneven, grass growing over what used to be paths. Off to the side was this busted old cart, half sunk into the dirt, and right in the middle of everything, there was this old stone well with a wooden lid on top. It didn't feel scary, just strange, like time had stopped here, and for some reason, I wasn't freaked out. I was just tired and kind of curious. I took a few pictures, the houses, the well, that busted cart, figured I'd show the guys later. Then I found a house near the edge that still had most of its roof. The porch was dry enough, it was late, and no way I was dragging that bike around in the dark anymore. So I just dropped my stuff, sat down on the step, and put the flashlight down next to me. Not exactly comfy, but it'd do. I checked the time, it was just after 10. Pulled my jacket tight and closed my eyes. I must have been out for a while, but something woke me up. Everything was quiet and my flashlight had gone out. I checked my phone, it was past 2 in the morning. That's when I heard it. A slow creak behind me, coming from inside the house, like someone was walking in there. I instinctively turned around, but nothing, just silence. I sat there, holding my breath, heart pounding. Then something moved in the corner of my eye, the second-floor window of the house across the clearing. There was a faint shadow, just walking by. I sat up, my eyes locked on the window, but nothing moved. The sky was clear now. Everything in the clearing was lit up by the moonlight, like some weird spotlight, and that's when I saw it. The lid was off the well, and there was someone climbing out. A woman. Arms hooked over the edge, hair soaked and hanging down, and she was staring right at me. I froze. My brain didn't register what was happening. I just stared back at her. Then I heard it, breathing, coming from right behind me. I turned, and there was a face pressed against the glass behind me. That was it. I jumped up and bolted, didn't grab anything, didn't look back. I just ran. Branches hitting me, nearly tripping over stuff. I didn't care. I didn't stop running. I don't even know how long it took, but eventually I saw the road. Just empty pavement, wet from the morning air. I followed it until I found a village and got on the first bus I saw. I sat by the window, staring out the whole ride, trying to figure out what the hell that was. After a while, I pulled out my phone. Battery was almost dead, but the photos were still there. The houses, the clearing, the well. I was swiping through them one by one. Then I noticed something. In one of the shots, kind of off to the side behind the houses, there were these stones, all crooked and half covered in grass. And that's when I realized they were all graves, rows of them. I felt this cold wave go through me, and I just deleted everything. I didn't want to look at it again. I don't know what that place was, but I know I wasn't supposed to see it.